Are you mad? I'm going to stick a spoon down your throat. You got what you prick. You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad? You mad? You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad?
It's showing one person watching. There's something with there's something up with YouTube. I've realized on other channels as well, it's showing like maybe one viewer, but you can tell from the comments there's loads of people in the comments. So Yuvan Van Dam, one of the most racist people on YouTube, is saying big up Omar. This is what we're talking about in terms of let me wait a minute. I don't know what I'm talking about.
You got what you prick. You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad? You mad? You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad? I pay no bullshit to say you mad? I'm going to stick a spoon down your throat.
You know what? Screw it. It's not finished, so I don't like putting it up. There's only 3 people watching, 12 likes. YouTube's gone mad today. I don't know what's happened to it. It's been crazy.
You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad?
Yeah, I did tear my drawing in the corner. It's ripped. Big up to Paul Shepherd. He done my video. I'm going to show it in a minute. He done me a video. All right, so earlier on, I was doing my live stream about saying big up to the Popo, big up to the police. The video's down below. Obviously, because I like to listen to a bit of pasta sometimes, you know, the pasta sauce. I then realized that Omar was over on Ratboy was over on Raspberry show, and so I just wanted to hear. But when I watched the video, remember he's already called in a video that I showed earlier. He's already called people on the video Gala Bandar, Gala Banjod, which means Gala Banjod means black sister effa, and Gala Bandar means black monkey, and all of that kind of stuff. Then I heard the video of him saying that thing is an N-word, that he's this and he's that. This guy's a full-on racist. This is why I'm sick and tired of the narrative when people call me racist, or they call that person a racist, or call another white person a racist, because they might have views that you don't like. But there are real racists, like Omar, because as soon as that rat has an issue with someone, he brings their race into it. He brings their race into it. No, he didn't. Yuvan Van Dam is one of the racist people on the net. He had said, I mean, I don't get on with Betty, but he has called Betty some nasty stuff. He's called, just on that one, he's calling them apes and stuff and all that kind of stuff, yeah? And if Raspek had said what you said, that he said the word Paki, trust me, I'd be the first to expose that. Do you think I would let something like that go? Do you think I would just be like, cool? No, he's used it in context. So when you're saying, I did not say the P word, you can say, I did not say the Paki word. That doesn't mean you're saying Paki in a derogatory way. You're trying to put the word into context so people understand what you're talking about, because the word P could mean millions of things to people around the world. People don't know what the word P means if they're living in freaking Antarctica or Timbuktu, do they? So I think it's an interesting scenario that you have an individual like Omar, the rat, who for the last year has been calling me a racist, has been saying I'm this and I'm that. All of Tommy Robinson or people that support people like him are all racist, that he's against racism, but he's one of the most racist people I've heard. He's one of the most vilest, racist people I've heard. The video before him, when he first came to the park saying all black people are criminals, is racist in itself on the next level. But then you have him using these derogatory words as well, openly. And what I will say is that I want to see over the next few days how many people his Muslim brothers defend him. Yeah, I want to see how many of his Muslim brothers defend him. So Yuvan Van Dam, you gut-dwelling prick. What are you? Are you a Muslim or are you a Christian? What are you? So Swifter Production says, Raj, deep inside you are racist. What do you define to be racist? Do I think one race is better than the other race? Do I think one race should subjugate the other race? Do I think one race is more intelligent than another race? Do I group all races together in one large lump when I'm thinking about them? And the answer is no, I don't. So I don't understand how you can call me racist if I don't think like that. I've never ever spouted anything that says that one group is lower than the next group, or that group is higher than the other group. I am tribal, and I think all human beings are tribal, and all human beings, yeah, whether they like it or not, have some form of prejudice. It's just on what level. You can have your own prejudices, and it's you know, kind of minor, or you can go all the way up to full-on racism, depending on how far down it goes. Yeah. So I can admit I've got my own stereotypes about people, about different groups. I try not to, but as a human being, when I see a Chinese person, I think a certain thing. Yeah, I'm not going to say what, but generally when I see Chinese people, I think a certain thing. Yeah, about that particular group, because stereotypes do have some form of reality to them, or some form of truth to them. I'm not saying they're totally truth, but there is some form of truth. Let me just go through the things. Oh, big up to the police though, yeah, for removing that racist rat, because we don't have to deal with that guy for another year. It took a bit of time, but big up to the police. You got your own, just so that people can see. On my drawing, which I'm still drawing, I'm playing chess and you're playing Connect 4. The police have got their own. Look at the supporters are on here though. Look, supporters. The supporters are on here, obviously. Speakers. I explained it before anyway. I'll do a whole video on this bloody thing at some point. Obviously, the law is also important, which is separate from the police. The law is separate from the police. You need to separate the two, because the police enforce the law. Let me just go through some of the comments. Oh, that Wanksy Styles here. You are a gutter-dwelling prick, Wanksy Style. When next time you're on Banksy's show, yeah, let me just tell you something, Wanksy Style. The next time you're on Banksy's show, don't be a pussy hole. Stay on there. I'm going to jump on and we're going to chat. I'm going to rip your little fat little prick apart, metaphorically, because you are a turd. You are the biggest hypocrite I've ever seen on YouTube. You go around trolling everyone. You're going on going, oh, I'm trolling everyone. Then, on the other note, you're saying that I'm trolling Omar, who's one of the most nastiest little pricks, who has called out my mum, has called out my religion, has called out knocking my turban off, has done this, has done that, has tried to get me at the park, has threatened me, just put my address, just shouted out my address online. Earlier, he was putting my address online for people to beat me up. But this prick Wanky Styles, yeah, doesn't condemn him for that. So let me tell you something, Wanky Style. You're going to regret the day you ever crossed me. Next time you're on there, pussy hole, I'm going to jump onto Banksy's. I'm going to roast you harder than you've ever been roasted. You think you control. Watch till you meet me. Don't run away, trust me. Because the amount of hypocrisy I hear from this pussy hole is on a next level. I'm gonna be eating lunch at some time during this week, and it's gonna be Wanksy style, metaphorically. So watch out for that live stream. So cool, big up. Full Shepherd. Full Shepherd has done me. Before I go on to the serious stuff, Full Shepherd is what is he? He's my propaganda minister, and he's actually part of what I call, what is it? Because he does my music. I've actually got a music piece here. Can you see? So that's dedicated to Paul Shepherd, actually. He's got his own piece called Music, yeah, because he does all my music. So big up to Paul Shepherd for the music piece, because all of my music has been done by him. And I don't trust anyone else, to be honest, now. I don't care if, let me just say something. I don't care if you're better than Full Shepherd. You can make Full Shepherd look like he's freaking a little 5-year-old with the computer. I don't care. I like Full Shepherd because he is consistent. I'm very loyal at that. There's been people telling me, Raj, I'm going to do the greatest ever remix. I'm gonna do your remix like freaking what's that guy's name? Pete Tong or whatever his name. I don't know what his name. But I don't give a shit. He does a good quality, but it's the heart that he puts into it. He does it out of love, and I can feel not love from me, obviously. Hopefully, he doesn't love me because that's scary. I don't want a man to love me. No offense to homosexuals or anything. I just don't want Full Shepherd to love me. Like that. But I can feel the dedication when he does the tracks. So don't start going, I'm going to take over from Full Shepherd. I'm going to take. No, there's no way of taking over unless he dies, unless he retires or some bullshit like that. I don't know, not death. Whatever happens to him, I'm not wishing death, but whatever happens to him, then he can go. It's his own choice. Until then, he's going to be to servitude to me for the rest of his life. So he done a little track. Let me see if I can find it. Which is actually where is that bullshit thing? I don't say it didn't download. I can't take time downloading it now because my computer goes mad. Did I just see Big Odds there? I heard you earlier calling me out, Big Odds. Is he still there? Big Odds said he's gonna hot me up on Sunday for some reason. Where is he? Where is Big Odds? Is he still there? Is he still there, Big Odds? I think he's judgy today, yeah. I think he's judgy today. I'm gonna say it, yeah. I think Big Odds is judgy. To any Punjabis that know what I'm talking about, I think he's judgy. I can just tell for some reason. I have a knack for it. So I don't know where he is because he was calling me out. Saying when I see Raj on Sunday, I'm gonna rah, 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 rah. So I know what's going on. Juddy, you don't need to know what judgy is. No bunga, only chunga. That's true, actually. That's actually quite. I got a big up to Rod Speakers. Baji no bunga, only chunga. So basically, all he's saying, don't do fights, but be good. You're mad. I am Raj Speaker's corner, man. That's all I know is fight. I don't want to be fighting for the rest of my life. I got a 20. All right. People are thinking that I'm going to be arguing for like freaking God knows. I'm planning to be at Speaker's Corner for 20 years. I can't be arguing when I'm on 60, can I? Walking around going, I ain't paying that bullshit, did you? And I'm an old man. It's going to look stupid. I do have my limit. I have my kind of shelf life. So at some point, at the moment, I'm 43. I know people go, oh my God, you act like a freaking kid. You're a big baby. Screw you, you little pricks. Do what I want. But I don't want to be like 50 still doing the same shit. That would just be mad if I'm sitting there like at 50 years old or 60 still playing the flute. No, I don't want to be seeing that. I might get I might actually kind of go to the next stage and maybe get a trumpet or something. You know, a trumpet, just so that it's more refined. So before I do the shout out, I need to do Full Shepherd's. So Full Shepherd, without asking, this is the dedication of my general. Because remember, Full Shepherd is the only general that I've never met because of his dedication to the propaganda. He is the Joseph Goebbels of the Beta Misfits. And he just done a track without me asking. And look at this. This is by Full Shepherd. Now, well done. Well done to Full Shepherd. This is why he's a general. This is why you can see, and this is why on my I'm playing chess and you're playing Connect 4, there's a whole piece dedicated just to music by Full Shepherd, basically. Yeah, here. And that's because his dedication deserves his generalship. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, and I don't give a shit. No one else turn up. It's the same way with Manny, yeah. If another Sikh turned up that was a little posh Manny, yeah, like a little posh Indian, yeah, I wouldn't want him because Manny's the original. He was the one that came in from the beginning. Same with Full Shepherd. So big up, 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 big up. Big up, 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 Full Shepherd. And this is to dedication to Full Shepherd's hard work. This is the level. This is what you get. Who else wants me to play the flute for them? But you're gonna have to dedicate something. So let me just read some of the comments, say a few shout outs before I start going on to my rant about racism. Only white people can be racist. The whiteys, only you can be racist. It doesn't matter if Omar starts calling people this and that, calling out black people, calling them monkeys. He can't be racist because he's a little brown man. So I look forward to eating your nuts, wanky swanksy styles, when next time you're on live stream and I jump on there. Hopefully they taste like, I don't know, cream crackers. I actually like cream crackers. So as long as it tastes like cream crackers, cool. But wait until I speak to you. It's not going to be pleasant, trust me, because you've been writing so much shit. It's on a next level of madness. And I hate when I speak to someone online and they're really nice to me. Don't say a single word when I jumped up to Banksy's when we're talking one-to-one. Oh, Raj, I really... And then all over the net, the guys are big pussy hole, freaking well writing shit about me left, right, and center. Is on people's channels like Omar, one of the most vilest people on the net, defending his actions and say, Raj, you're a bully. You'll see what a bully is when I freaking jump on the live stream with Banksy. You're going to really see bullying. Bullying 5.0. Bullying. Autism Dad, big up, big up, big up. Oh yeah, I used your to Autism Dad. I can't remember if it was Autism Dad. I used the word savagery for, where is it? Was it Autism Dad? I think savagery is in there now. And I think blah blah. I can't remember if it was blah blah, but I'm pretty sure blah blah said irrational. So I like the word irrational. So the word irrational is actually in there as well, as you can see, irrational. So I think blah blah. I think you, if I'm wrong, blah blah. I think you said irrational, and Autism Dad said savagery. So big up to that. Yeah. So I've included those two. All right. So Full Shepherd, Brown Bolly, Swifter production. I don't blame Asians for being racist. They are brought up upon it by that. I don't blame Asians, but he called me a racist. This is the problem, yeah, with most people, because I admitted like a year ago that when I was younger, I had negrophobia or a slight prejudice against black people as I was growing up because of some bad experiences. People say, oh, Rod, you're racist. Am I racist for admitting I had a problem and tackled it and I don't believe that anymore? Or are you going to, for someone being honest, they're going to be crucified for it? This is the problem why people don't like telling the truth about their own faults, because when you tell people They were just like freaking like for the first bit, like, oh, well done for telling us, well done. 6 months later, you goddamn sexist pig. If you said something about females, oh, you know, I'm a little bit sexist. They'll go like in the beginning, well done, thank you. And then soon as they need to get back at you, you freaking sexist pig, you misogynistic caveman, Neanderthal beast, oppressing us with a patriarchy. That bullshit thing. Conmo. See her lives in the house. I don't know what she's up to. Is she starting to fight anyone yet? I don't know. Maybe she. I don't know. Are you ever gonna go for a live stream without fighting someone? Like this will be the. You know when I know the world's gonna end is when Sia lives on a live stream and it's like, hi everyone, thank you. And when I look through, there's not a single beef. Then I know the world is ending. So far, I've not seen it. Every time I look, because I don't read the comments, but sometimes I go back because I'm a sadder and I'll read them. And then I see all this fighting, and it's always to do with She Alive somewhere. Even when it's about something else, I then trace back where the beef started. So I'll go back. It's about these two individuals, nothing to do with it. Then I go back and I realize She Alive is involved in there somewhere. So Juvan Van Dam is 34, and look how he talks. If you should just say you're 14 or something, because the amount of racist rhetoric you come out with, you can't justify that shit at a freaking 34-year-old man, you little prick. Oh no, Swifter Production says Islam is the only way to get away from racism. It's not working very well, is it? There's millions of racist Muslims. Probably billions. In fact, just in the last couple of weeks, all the people that have been exposed as being racist are from a Muslim background. So Islam isn't the solution. If it was, you'd have no racism within the Muslim community. Racism and prejudice is a human behavior that is hardwired to a certain degree, the tribalism, and you have to fight it. You've got to fight those prejudices. And when I say hardwired, I mean tribalism. Most people kind of just want to be around people. If you was to leave people alone, the Asians would go in one corner, the white people would go over there, the black people would go in there. It doesn't mean they hate each other. All it means is that we are tribal, yeah? And people like to be around people that are genetically similar to them. The same way that you would like to be around your family because they're as close genetically to you as possible. The next up from that would be people from your own race. And so it's just a normal normal trait of human beings that when you put them into an area, they will tend to congregate. That's why you have Chinatown, you have this freaking town, that bloody town, God knows what other town. So, you know, it just happens like that. I don't think people are necessarily racist or hate the other group. People just tend to like to be around their own people because they just feel more comfortable. When you start hating the other group and start going, oh, well, you're less than me, you can't, you know, I'm better than you, and I want to oppress you, then that's when it becomes a massive problem and can lead to some very nasty things like we saw, obviously, in history from around the world. Full Shepherd, big up. If you ain't Muslim, then you're this Swift Productions. He's got some delusion of Islam being some amazing racist devourer. As soon as you become Muslim, oh, I don't see no color. But look at your brothers, you little prick. If Islam truly was the eradicator of racism, there would be no racism within the Muslim community. Go to Saudi Arabia, the place where Islam was born. And the Saudi Arabia, the Saudis, yeah, or the Arabs are the most racist towards the Asians and blacks. I've heard some of the most terrible stories. And this is from the place in the world that your religion came from. If you can't even get the people who began the religion, the people from that area, to become non-racist, how are you going to get the freaking world? Saudi Arabia, where your holiest place is the most racist place in the world. You're totally delusional, you little turd. For Lone Rangers. It's the Lone Ranger. Chad really Raj got thoughts on what does that mean? Raj thoughts on Raj Chad Williams. I don't want to be cruel, yeah, but I hate terrible English. I'm a grammar Nazi and a freaking. I'm not really, but just that annoys me because you had written thoughts as FORTS. I've got too much shit to do to figure out that thought meant thoughts. I'm not even gonna answer that because of that. Anyone does that bullshit abbreviation is gonna annoy me. All you have to do is write 2 more freaking letters and you could have had the real word. Instead, you had to annoy me. 1M1 King. If mods treat the chat unfairly or treat Ramiro, I'll stand up and call it out. Oh, what? He's a knight in shining armor on the mods. Amazing. Pity you're not a mod here, you prick. I don't even know if I like him. I shouldn't have called him a prick. JS. Big up, JS. So, Wanksy style. Yeah, he's somebody that needs to get his comeuppance, no doubt about it. It's going to be fun when I get a hold of him on a live stream. Gunman odds, you took it too far. Leave it here. Rat Snacks. Rat Snacks is already out. JK's in the house. JK, you will die a rat or live long enough to see it become out of Omar. Well done, JK. JK's getting a good little trolling ability. I see him as like I'm Darth Vader and he's my Luke Skywalker in a way sometimes. Or maybe he's more of a Princess Leia. I don't know. I'll have to double check which one. But he's definitely like becoming a prodigy of jumping onto streams and gunning for people. I'm quite proud of how he's grown from a little waste man now to a freaking I don't know, some kind of gangster on the net gunning for people. And when I say waste man, I don't mean he was like a nobody, just that he was a bit of a wimp before, a bit of a girly boy. Rashma Akhtar, big up Rashma Akhtar. She didn't come to Speaker's Corner on Sunday. Was it a good thing? Actually, no, big up Rashma. I might have to mod her because some people, I might, if people be cruel to her, because she's a nice lady. I saw some people writing horrible stuff to her. Yeah, can I say something? Stop timing out or deleting messages, yeah? It annoys me. Unless it's threatening against yourself or it's putting my house up, especially against See Alive, because then I have to mod her and the whole world goes mad when I mod her. I get so much heat from modding See Alive. It's like, you know, I just modded out of Hitler's grandkid or something. I just go mad. So don't make me put that in there. Hi, Angela Murner. Trying to say, yeah. Hey, Raj, they are starting to eat each other and find it hard to admit you were right. It's hard being me. It's hard being Raj. I have a curse here that I'm right a lot of times. Like, I've said stuff to people like 5 years before something's going to happen. I say, you better watch out for that person. You know, I think something bad's going to happen. They're going to do this. Oh, Rod, you're a little idiot. Rod, you don't know nothing. This person. And then a couple of years later, they come back and say, Raj, you was right. And they wash my feet and then clip my toenails and take it home like the rest of the pilgrimers. How do you call it? Pilgrimers do when they come to the pilgrimage of the Raj. It's been happening for a long time with my pilgrimages. Babi Yagi Yaga's in the house. Big up Babi Yagi Yaga. You've Jetinder Dylan. What is that? Peace, quality for all, accepting man, beast, love of nature. Now, if you say that Arabs are racist, then I can't disagree with you. All right, so Sutta Productions, at least he's got some logic. Now, by your logic, you're saying Islam eradicates racism. Now, if the people that Islam has originated from, the core in terms of it's been there the longest with the Arabs, yeah, Islam has been the longest with the Arabs in Saudi Arabia, where you have your holiest shrine, and they are the most racist. How can you then say that Islam eradicates racism? Because the people that brought the religion forward are the most racist by your own logic. So it can't eradicate racism. All it does is breed Arab supremacy. Another form of racism. So they believe they're better than everybody else. So they are racist, but in a different way. They are Arab supremacists. This is why all Muslims walk around like Arabs. So excellent. I can't remember if that say 600. Why does it say? Yeah, it says I got 2 people on there, and to those 2 people, get lost. I want 0. Get out of here, man. I would have looked. Oh, it's gone up to 4 now, right? Oh, all right, it's gone back to 2. Right, it's gone mad today. It's on all channels. I've been looking, and it's been going like that before. Chadder, you need answers from Gerard Mac. You need answers from Gerard McNamara. What answers are those? You need to specify, because I can't just start going, oh, give me your answers, and he just tells me, oh, I had chips earlier today. I'm not saying that because he's fat, but generally, you know, he's probably eating chips a lot. Munda Sabi, big up. I'm so behind, man. Jordan, IBG, Dappy Hana, big up. Thanks for the thingy before the donation. Sofa music saying, why don't you do research pray to stone? And maybe you will learn that we don't pray to stone. Oh my God, you remember being Roman? You remember Jordan, some freaking all right. Stop deleting Sia Live's messages. I'm gonna have to. You're gonna force me to mod her. Don't make me do that, because the world starts to implode. As soon as you mod her, everyone goes freaking crazy at me. Another one. Stop. I'm gonna. Who's been unmodding? Because I'm gonna tell you, if you keep on doing it, Rayon, stop it. Rayon's gone mad with his power. I'm not gonna unmod him because he's been a cool guy. I give the dates in the house. The nicest Sikh I know, but I don't agree. If I didn't know him, I would have blocked him like freaking 6 months ago. Aurora Dawn, Paul Shepard. Why are you watching this clown's phone? Why, Fahid Malik? This is the biggest problem with you turds. You have no self-awareness. You're on the net, naked, sitting in your bedroom. Your gut out. You probably got chips on top of your fat belly, yeah, and sauce dripping down your face. You're telling other people, why are you watching this clown's phone? But you're commenting on my live stream, watching the same phone. How many years of inbreeding have you gone through to be that goddamn unself-aware and that thick? I'm guessing around 50 generations, going back to the 10th century. Dapiana and Dilamena, Rashma Hector. Did you know Omar lives with his mum? Yeah, this is the thing, yeah. Omar lives with his mum. That's good. Look after your freaking parents. This stupid thing from the West, yeah, where you kick your kid out when they're 18 is madness. And this is why you have all these old age people's homes with lots of white people in there. Go in there, there's hardly any Asians or any people from the Asian community, because we don't believe in that bullshit. Your parent, especially your mother, gave birth to you. The least you can do is freaking look after her in her old age, rather than chucking her in a freaking home where she's dribbling and probably someone has to change her nappies or something. You know, have some respect. This is why one of the things that the West has forgotten, this is why I say there's things I like about the West, but there's things I disagree with. And one of them is the way they treat their old age pensioners. They chuck them in freaking homes. This is the thing, you're gonna get shocked, but there are certain things about Islam and even Sharia that are positive. One of them is looking after the elderly, looking after your parents, yeah, a traditional family, not freaking, you know, God knows, one of, you know, I'm not aborting like 50 babies or murdering them a year. Akida date, are you married yet? See alive, you're not marrying a Sikh, see alive. I'm telling you that straight now. You're not gonna crack my Sikh brother, see alive. If you're asking to propose to him, you're not having it. That boy is so goddamn innocent. If you got hold of him, he'll turn into some freaking Jihadi Raj or something. Jihadi Joe. Leave him alone. God's sakes, man. He doesn't need that shit. I've met him. Oh, he's getting married. It better not be with Sia though, Akida. Oh, good. Oh my God. I was so scared. I thought he got groomed by Sia Live. He's gonna run over to freaking Holland, and he will be the first ever Sia Live, because she's a bit, you know, I don't know what to say, but let's just say she's Jihadi Jane. She would have been the first Muslim woman to have 4 husbands. She reversed the thingy, and he would have been one of the ones that she groomed. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, thank you. Don't harm that young boy. All right, so let me just see what's going on here. So, free special. All right, so I'm gonna have to mod her up if you keep on doing that shit. I'm telling you that straight now because I'm getting sick and tired of watching. Oh, Sam M's in the house. Eunice Osman. Eunice. I don't know what's going on with Eunice. So one of the other things that happened on the live stream that I heard is that Omar is always shouting at people when they call out his father, and rightly so, because he's dead. Rightly so. You shouldn't be disrespecting a man's father or parents, full stop. And if you know one of them has died, then that's even worse when you find out. Now, I agree that is just savage behavior. But what's so strange is that he then said it about Shahid told him that his mother has passed away. Yeah. His mother has passed away. And Omar was cursing at his mum, even when he knew that his mum had passed away. Yeah. And this is very sick behavior on these people's thingy. At the end of the day, no one should be criticizing or saying anything about Omar's family or his parents or his mum and dad. But the same rule should apply to him. When he is calling out everyone's mother, and you know what? He has said stuff about my MUM to a next level of madness, yeah? But I've never called out his parents. I've never stooped to the level that, all right, because you said that, I'm going to now go for one of your family members, yeah? I have not done that, and I won't do that, because I have better morals than that man. And the way he was calling out Shahid's mum, even though he knows Shahid told him that his mum passed away, is really, really savage mentality. Is really sick individual. Yeah. I can hear someone. I think I've got someone around the house. Oh, big up Rainbow Dunnia's here. Blah, 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 blah. Did you say irrational? Blah, blah. Did you say the word irrational? All right. So thank you to blah, blah, as the word irrational is now there. Where is the bloody word? So big up to blah, blah. Yeah, I said irrational. Oh, you're mad. He's never freaking satisfied. This is the problem with people. I might mod him for that. I need to double check his account though, because I think he was modded on my other one anyway. Never thingy. Yes, look. So Eunice is saying, Raj, Omar is not mentally well. I've said that from the beginning. He's not mentally well. And I have been, considering what he said to me, I think I've been quite civil towards the man. It's only when he started saying, I'm going to knock your turban off with a baked bean can and then he started laughing when some other man said he's going to knock my turban off. That I then went and said, all right, that's enough now. Everyone's got their limit. Yeah, I have my limit. And that's the thing. I cannot accept a man saying, I'm going to get a baked bean tin and then knock your turban off. Yeah, that's not happening. I don't care how many times he freaking apologizes, and he's never apologized anyway, but even if he did. Fatty. Hakita Date, don't offer freaking Sia Live some freaking, I don't know, 5-star hotel. What is wrong with that boy? I'm telling you, I've met Hakita Date. You're gonna get yourself in a lot of trouble. Trust me, because I've met Hakita Date. He's a very sweet young guy, but God knows what he's talking about online. Oh, Sia, come round. I'll take you there. I'll take you there. Sia Live will freaking rinse you out, man. You'll be driving her around London for freaking years to come. Don't get yourself involved. Sorry, Sia. Sia's a bit like me. If somebody was saying that, yeah, I'd go over there and I'd make them drive me around for hours and end. Take me there if I didn't know the area. So I can tell what Sia Lies like. She's similar to me. If somebody offered that, like I did with somebody that took me to America, I made his life a living hell. He had to take me everywhere. So this is what she will do to you, Hakita. Next thing you know, you're like an Uber driver for her. Take me to Buckingham Palace. Take me to Westminster. Take me to freaking up there. Take me to Scotland. You won't even see your wife. You'll be divorced. Then she'll be back home freaking enjoying herself. And then you're sitting there miserable, I don't know, crying in your freaking cornflakes. I don't know if you eat cornflakes, though. So that's just something that I think. So atheist, big up. All right, so we're talking about, let me just cut because I'm not going to stay too long, but when it comes to the racism thing, white people are not the only people that can be racist. I'm sick and tired of them going, the far right is racist, the right is racist, the right is racist, white people are racist, that person's racist, I'm racist, Steve's racist, I mean, think about the irony and the hypocrisy of people like Omar calling me and Steve racist, and Saidi El. Remember Saidi El, the guy that does the mother and daughter tag team championship, and also his leg blows up every time he speaks because he's always lying, for God's sakes. But him, both of them are two individuals that have said to me that, Rod, you're a racist, you're this, you're with that. But both of them are some of the most racist people. Yeah, both of them are some of the most racist individuals. Look at Omar, for God's sake. He cannot go through a sentence when he's attacking somebody of a different color without bringing in the fact that they're black or bringing in derogatory words. That's the definition of racism. When I'm having an argument with somebody, I don't suddenly say, you end this, you end that. It doesn't even cross my mind. I see the person as a human being and I attack them for their freaking for their thoughts or their ideology, not because they're of that particular color. And this is why I'm sick and tired. All right, so listen to Wanksy Style. This is the hypocrisy of Wanksy Style. Everybody, you need to really watch Wanksy Style. This guy's the biggest hypocrite I've met. He says, I thought he was being bullied by many people, some irrationally. He's talking about Omar. Think about the person he's talking about. He's a mod on his channel and he's defending him. He's saying he's being bullied. This man is an individual that goes to the park, says openly, I am going to bully you out the park. Yeah, he has openly been racist. He's openly threatened. He just doxed me today. He gave out my home address on his live stream, and people on his live stream were saying they're going to wait for me. Yeah. When I go Speaker's Corner, they're going to wait for me at my local station because they know where I live. And let me just say something to these people. One of them is, let me see his name, because he was making some crazy threats and he says he lives near me. So let me just call someone out just in case I do meet these people. So this guy called Alpha Kennedy Body Now, Alpha Kennedy Body Now. He says he lives near to me. He says, yo, who is from Dash, my area, or around there? I want to catch Raj slipping on the tube. So slipping means when somebody is caught and then they get beaten up, yeah, on the road, yeah. Yeah, he says, I'll catch him slipping on the mains. I remember you then have Omar giving out my home address. Yeah. Now I'm going to say to anybody that thinks they can catch me slipping. Now to everybody, listen closely. If you think you can catch me slipping, you have to understand one thing, and I'm going to disclose it today, but I didn't want to, but I'm going to disclose something. I don't just have one camera. I don't just have two cameras. I don't just have three cameras. I have more cameras than you can think of. And one of them you cannot see, but is on me all the time. I am always on like a freaking robot. Yeah. So anyone that comes over to me and dusts me up, trust me, you're going to get caught. It's as simple as that, because I have spent money protecting myself. Trust me. And I'm not going to say where that other camera is, but that camera is on me all the time. When I go to the shop, when I go down the road, when I go over there, this camera is on me all the time. The reason I'm not going to disclose where it is because people, if they know where it is, when they do something, they'll try and nick it. But let me tell you something, yeah? You won't be able to find it. I spent a long time. Don't put Omar's number on there because I'm going to block you. Take that off. I'm not into that kind of bullshit. I don't agree with people putting people's numbers out. Same way that a certain individual called E is still making the claims that my nephew was involved in that stupid call. Now, what I'm going to say to Betty, you need to stop being so emotional because you're in love with Jedi, and you need to go to the police. Yeah, you need to go to the police and get that vile individual arrested. That's what you need to do. Stop thinking about Jedi 24/7. He's not interested. You're not going to go nowhere. You're not going to get married to him. All that's going to happen with you and Betty is you and Jedi. He's going to just dump you when he's fed up with you. Yeah. So what I'm saying to you, go to the police, find out who that individual is. When you know and the police confirm it's got nothing to do with me, I want my public apology and a public apology for my nephew, who's one of the least racist people you're going to meet, one of the nicest people you're going to meet, and he's a young guy. Now, let me say something to people. This is why I lose all respect for humanity and why I distrust humanity. Because people are just goddamn stupid. They are so thick. Why would my nephew ring up and then say to somebody when they're committing a criminal offense that I am Raj is my uncle? Think for yourself. What would be the purpose of somebody ringing up and then saying I'm Raj is my uncle? Can you, if you use your own brain cell, you would realize the person saying that, yeah, is trying to frame me. Otherwise, if you have clear-cut evidence it is who they say it is, get him arrested, whoever that person is. I'm sick and tired of people going, oh, I don't go to the police, I don't snitch, I don't do this, I don't snitch, I don't believe in snitching. Then it's not my problem then, is it? If you're not a law-abiding citizen and cannot go to the police when a criminal offense has occurred, then don't point fingers at everybody saying that that person was doing it, that person might have done it, that person that might have done it. The police can find out for you. Otherwise, what's going to happen now is that forever people are going to be going, Raj, it might have been your nephew, and slandering my family because of this one stupid situation. So let's look at Wanksy Styles. Look how much he is defending his boy. Omar may be less capable of judging the effects of his actions, like people with dyslexia, ADD, OCD, Asperger's, and other. All right. So by your logic, you said Asperger's, didn't you? You said like ADD, Asperger's, and other impulse control. Then he needs compassion. You know I'm on the autistic spectrum, Wanksy style. You know I've got a NHS official diagnosis of Asperger's syndrome. So by your own logic, you should let me do whatever the hell I want. By your logic, I don't agree with that logic because you still got to take responsibility for your actions. Just because I'm on the autistic spectrum, it doesn't mean I can go around freaking doing willy-nilly and I behave like a complete prick and then going, oh, it's because I'm on the autistic spectrum. So are you gonna, now you're saying that because he might ADD, OCD, or he might be, and people with Asperger's, you've got to be nice to them. You're not nice to me though. You don't give me that bit of compassion, do you? Even though I've got an official diagnosis. Rat Boy has just got a diagnosis of being a grade A prick. See, he's very quiet now. You shot yourself in the foot there because you used the word Asperger's. You should be compassionate towards these people. But if you knew anything about me, you would know I'm also on the autistic spectrum. Yes? Do you understand that? I am on the autistic spectrum. I don't shout about it because it's nobody's business. Yeah. But if you want to make it an excuse for behaving badly, then give that excuse to me as well. And if you're giving it to him, oh, big up Full Shepherd. You're doing enough as it is, Full Shepherd. Full Shepherd, you're doing enough as it is. Just eat something with that $10. Oh my God, big up to Full Shepherd. This is why he's a general. Now I'm going to say something. It's going to take a lot for Full Shepherd to piss me off. I think he's either going to have to, I don't know, rob me. Maybe try, if I ever went to Australia, if he leaves me in the outback somewhere, then I will disown him. He has to do something quite important now because of how much he's given. So big up to Full Shepherd for the $10 and big up the Flute Master. And this is for you. That's your tune from now on. Full Shepherd's got his own tune. Oh, look at it. Ultra funky. Listen. I better not do that. Last time I did that. And big up to Ultra Funky for the £2. He's the £2 master. The £2 master. Think about how many £2 he's paid. He could have brought a freaking can of Coke. No, it's more than that. He's been giving loads of freaking £2 all over the place for ages. So big up to Ultra Funky. To be fair, Rat Boy is a grade A prick. Yes, he's a grade A prick, a hypocrite, and somebody who's a racist, an open racist. The worst thing you can be is be a hypocrite. He tells people he calls people racist, yeah? So big up to Ultra Funky as well, man. Listen, he needs to start doing his own live stream so I can jump on there once in a while. I've got no other live streams to go to. So everyone hates me. So I'm not allowed to go to live stream. So basically, when it comes to this individual, he has been calling everyone racist. Tommy Robbins is a racist. James Goddard's a racist. I'm a racist. That person's a racist. That person's a racist. And then he has said some of the most racist stuff over the last few months that he has been on at Speaker's Corner. On top of that, he tells people don't say nothing about his dead father. And I agree. Anyone calling out his dead father, even his mother who's alive, is a nasty individual. I will never call people's mothers out if I can. If I ever did, I'll be ashamed of myself. But today, when Shahi told him that his mother had died or passed away, the man started cursing out his dead mother. And then he expects everybody to show him compassion. How can you show that man compassion when he has no compassion towards you? You know, he's on a next level. Oh, big up Is that Nosan, my little Jewish friend? I don't know if that's Nosan the Jew. So everyone calling you Nosan the Jew, but Nosan, £5, big up. Is that Nosan the Jew? Am I called Nosan from Speaker's Corner? Nosan the Jew. You know what? Yeah, I think Ultra Funky needs to start trademarking his. Oh, Jez Wells! Look at that. The money is just coming in now. See, as soon as I played the flute, I'm not the freaking master of the flute. As soon as I paid it, the money just started coming in. They see me like some kind of street busker now. They want me to just play for them all day. For that flute performance, my kids won't get their dinner money tomorrow. Rat boy, 12 months, Hazard. I don't know what the Hazard was. Big up to Jez Wells. Big up to Jez Wells for the £5, man. Really appreciate that. So, that's your tune now today. So thank you to everybody. And did you say you're a Tommy Robinson supporter? You seem nice otherwise. I'm a Tommy Robinson supporter, but I don't agree with all these views. Some people have the narrative that I follow Tommy Robinson, like how people follow me, all my haters follow me, you know, when they're doing the pilgrimage to the Daj and stuff. I have my criticisms of Tommy Robinson, but I still support him. I think he has a valid points, but it doesn't always, let's just say his method isn't always the best, and his delivery isn't always that great. So big up to Tommy Robinson, man. I'm not gonna stop supporting the man unless people can show me categorically that a man's a racist, because I hate all this bullshit. Oh, Tommy Robinson's a racist. Tommy Robinson's a racist, but Omar isn't. Think about this logic. Tommy Robinson is a racist, but to some people, Omar isn't. Yeah. How does that work? Why has Omar got a pass to some people, but Tommy Robinson doesn't, even though Tommy Robinson hasn't been caught saying overly real nasty racist stuff, but this individual, the rat, has been spewing racist rhetoric for the last God knows how long, and people seem to be, oh, let it go, you know, he can't be racist. Trust me, everyone can be racist no matter what color, and that's including, before everyone goes mad, that's including black people. I'm sick and tired of this narrative that black people cannot be racist. Yeah, I've heard some real racist stuff come from black people towards white people and towards Asian people. It's racist. Yeah. If you want to go and use the let's say your kind of rationale that racism only exists in a vacuum of power plus prejudice, then you're freaking crazy. You can still be racist without the power. Trust me, if I'm walking down the road and there's someone walking down the road and they don't like me because I'm Asian, but they're black, they can show me some racism on an individual level. They may not have no power over me in terms of financially, but they can still show me racism. So this is a bullshit argument that I'm sick and tired of hearing. Now, if you're in America, I would say it's a different dynamic. If you're in South Africa, it's a different dynamic, I would say, because there is real power. This freaking nutcase, I have to, what is he putting up? All right, I'm going to block you, Louis Yiannopoulos, whatever your name is, you little prick. Keep him right. Don't spam my place. I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to remove you, little prick. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so when it comes to this racism thing, I think, you know, the sooner people understand everybody is capable of being racist, and, you know, the sooner thing you can start tackling racism, because there really is racism. There's no doubt about that, but there's a difference. Like let me explain, because some people might not know the reason. All right, let me explain. When I was younger, yeah, what you have to understand is that when I was younger, I'm going to explain why I had negrophobia when I was younger. Because I admitted when I was younger, I had negrophobia. And the reason I had negrophobia was because of a particular few instances where I wasn't around black people for a particular period of time, and a few things happened to me, and then I started getting negative stereotypes, and I've broken through that by realizing you can't lump a whole group together as I got older. But this is when I was younger. But I did admit that on camera, and then everybody's going, "Oh, Rod, you're racist, you're racist, you're racist." But oh, look, Angela Murnahan. True colors have been exposed this week. The veil is lifting. Blessing to all you and all the truth tellers. Big up to Angela Murnahan. Big up to Angela Murnahan. I'll have to give you a little flute. She's Irish, I think, so I might do a little. No, she's not Irish, she's from Ireland. That's for Angela Murnahan. I'm not doing all of them with a freaking thingy. I'm sick and tired of the flute already. Yeah, so basically, let me explain why I had negrophobia up to when I was around. It was for a period of time. So when I was growing up, I did not, because my school was a mix. I had black friends, I had Asian friends, I had this, and I was one of the only Sikhs in my school. I had white people and a couple of people, mainly Pakistani. Then I left school, and now what people need to understand, when I was younger, I was extremely quiet. I know it's hard to believe because you see Raj 5.5 and you think, God damn, just shut your mouth, you little prick. Yeah. But at that time, everyone used to say, Raj, speak, you little prick. So I've gone from the opposite, which is why I think I talk so much. Because when I was younger, I found it hard to communicate. I don't know, I think it might have to do with the Asperger's syndrome, but I found it hard to communicate. And so when I used to talk, it used to be to certain people, but if I was in big groups, I couldn't talk. I'd find it very, very stressful. And so when I was younger, I was very soft, and I'm not soft like that. I know people go, Rod, you're talking about, no, not that soft. Yeah. So basically, one of the things I had, which is similar to Shahid. So this is where Shahid's going to come into the situation. Shahid is the guy that goes onto the live stream. And one of my biggest problems when I was younger was that I took things literally. Now, Shahid has this same problem. Someone will say to him something and it will be like a joke, but he will take it literally because his mind takes things as a literal stance. Oh, Jez Wells, another £5. So that last flute performance took me back to my youth. God has revealed, hopefully Rat Boy will learn, although I doubt it. Don't worry, I've got did you not realize it? Now think, I don't want to put a conspiracy out there. I don't want to put a conspiracy. So once again, big up to Jez Wells. I bought the flute, yeah. And then when I went to Speaker's Corner on Sunday, he was removed and he's never returned. I think, if I'm being honest with you, Rat Boy had a kind of a psychic connection to the flute because of the Pied Piper. And when he realized it was coming, he just got ejected and he got himself out of the park. So to Jez Wells, why? Who's deleted Hakida Date's freaking thing? Oh, he's put his number on there. I'm not gonna lie, you know Hakida Date, yeah? He's my Sikh brother, but you do look like Bin Laden. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, you look like Bin Laden. I don't know if anyone else has told you that. When I first met you, you looked like freaking. I felt like running in under a stone or something because I thought you was gonna do some sort of freaking ISIS style takeover, because you do look a bit like Bin Laden. There's something about your turban. The thing is, yeah, something about Hakida Date's turban, yeah. The way he ties it, he doesn't do it like a traditional, the way to see, he does it more round. And so he turned up at Speaker's Corner late. And when he turned up, I was like, what the hell? I was like, dude, get back in your cave. Yeah. Before everyone says that's racist, I meant cave, like freaking Bin Laden's cave. Maybe he was living in a cave for like 10 years or something like that. Now we find out that he was living in some 5-star luxury house. But I was like, dude, You look like a freaking Bin Laden lookalike. Oh no, Babi Yaga, Babi Yaga, 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 Babi Yaga, 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 Babi Yaga, 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 Babi Yaga. So big up to Baby Yagi Yaga. Never give your toenails away. They can be used for bad things. I know fingernails and hair is. I know this is the thing. Yeah, they can do jaddu. You're a witch. Remember, she's a witch. Yeah. No, I'm not trying to curse her, but she is a witch, and she knows like taking my toenails. They can do like jaddu tuna, which is magic, and it make me turn into some kind of, I don't know, like turn me into a squirrel or something like that, and then Rat Boy would try and molest me. So big up to Baby Yaga. Oh no, RS has donated $48.99. No more RS, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I know it sounds weird not to beg, but please, no more. Big up to RS, but he's giving like freaking too much money this week. Big up to RS, my Sikh brother. Let's all enjoy this live as it's only a stopover. So to RS, he said, let's all enjoy this live as it's only a stopover. True. This is just a period of time, and we're going to move on to something better. If you sin, you're going to be burning in hell under Islam if you're not a Muslim, and getting zakums jacked on your throat. If you're from an Abrahamic faith, it's a little bit less brutal. You will have a chance to get back to your creator by going through reincarnation. So I don't know which one you would prefer, having a zakum chucked down your throat for eternity, or turning back up as a rat, like Rat Boy. So big up to RS, big up to RS. No more RS. I'm big now. People are gonna think I'm trying, but the problem is, yeah, people are gonna say I'm trying to do reverse psychology, yeah, by saying don't give no more money, RS. I mean it, please. Like no more. Like I got RS's number. No more. This is enough now. This is enough. I'll big up. I really. I know it's a Jedi mind trick, yeah, but I actually mean it. So I really appreciate RS. Big up to my Sikh brother RS. I'll do him a little tune. Yeah, okay. I think I'm actually getting quite good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually quite impressed with myself. I reckon within a couple of months I'll be at the Royal Albert Hall playing the tune, playing the flute solo. So it's actually a good tune actually. So James Speaker's Corner's in the house. The white man, that's oppressing everybody. The only people that can be racist is James Speaker's Corner. No Asian, no brown person or black person can be racist at Speaker's Corner. Only the white man. Only the white man. Let me tell you something about this, yeah. Sorry, James, yeah. If I wanted to freaking be better than you, I could. If I want to freaking outperform you, I could. Just because you got that power white freaking translucent skin, it doesn't mean you're any better than me. I believe, yeah, no offense to it, I'm not talking about James S. in particular. I'm talking about white people in general, yeah. Now, what it is this. People that think too much about race genuinely believe there are hierarchies, in my opinion, because they constantly go on about race. Before I went to Speaker's Corner, I didn't even think about race. Now all I do is think about bloody race all goddamn time. Even saying particular words, even now, yeah, when I used to say the word, what was it, black sheep, not once in my life did I think in my head, okay, black sheep is a derogatory towards black people, so this is why I'm saying it. Now it's coming to a situation where I am constantly thinking about race, and it's making me kind of behave and say things in a PC manner. Even I'm falling for it. I'm trying not to, but it's hard not to. Like as soon as I mean, even my drawing, this one here, I'm playing chess and you're playing Connect 4. I'm scared to make one of the hands black. I'm scared to make the hands black. Because then people say, oh, you made the black man trying to steal the piece. You're trying to make the black man steal the piece. He's got handcuffs on him. Even though there's going to be 10 other white hands in there, they're going to try and call me up to be a freaking racist for some goddamn reason. Oh, Takia Watch is in the house. Big up to Takia Watch. Big up Mr. Podadedeke. Oh, and I don't know, can people confirm, oh, shall I play Fool Shepherd's tune again? Press number 1 if you want to play Fool Shepherd's amazing rendition of my flute playing. Press number 1. 1. Oh, I feel so bad now. You know, 1M, 1 King. I thought for a minute he was a troll from a different, and I called him a prick. Sorry. Take that as a bit of an honor, though, because I don't always call people pricks. So, obviously, I call people like Wanksy Style, the guy that watches me constantly doing the 5-knuckle shuffle as he's doing it, probably got a freaking flute up his freaking backside while he's being sodomized by Omar, the rat boy. Yeah, I will put it to my channel as well. I had to download it. I had a few problems today. So... I know. I don't know who I mistook you for. Yeah, I'm going to get really good at the flute, and then I'm going to upgrade to... right now, this flute is around £10. When I upgrade, I'm going to go to £12 flute. What is that thing? All right, so this is a tune made by my general of propaganda, the Minister for Propaganda, like Joseph Goebbels, Fool Shepherd. And he made this out of my beautiful renditions from my flute playing the other day. Yeah, big up to Fool Shepherd, man. Big up to Fool Shepherd. This is why he is my propaganda minister. Every track I've had has been done by Fool Shepherd. The Terminator track, the Braveheart track, all of them. And you know what? During my most toughest times, that music tracks pump me up, man. Not literally, like, yeah, they pump me up. So big up to Fool Shepherd because music is very important. And that's why on my drawing, I'm playing chess and you're playing Connect 4, there's a piece just dedicated to music. To music. Obviously, I've now got, because Rat Boy has been, because Rat Boy was thingy, the police have now got a spot as well. Big up to the Popo. And to all my supporters, here's your piece. Here's your piece. Yeah, it's still got a long way to go. But the chessboard, yeah, I need to... So yeah, I might try and get this printed onto t-shirts, you know. Get them onto t-shirts. I'm gonna try if I can. I think it'd be good to get these onto t-shirts and people wear them, because this is a free speech drawing. My second free speech artwork. One of my most complicated, actually. Where's my bloody flute gone? Oh, right, sorry. There it is. Yeah, so... Oh, I forgot to tell the story, because let me just finish the story, because I got interrupted by lots of money coming in, and they went cha-ching, 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 and I was like, I was dizzy out of all the money coming in, and I went mad. Big up to RS for the 48.99, but I was telling the story of when I was younger, I was very quiet. People don't realize that when I was younger, I am very much the opposite of what I am now, which is why I think I'm probably overcompensating and I've got a midlife crisis. And that's why I'm walking around Speaker's Corner looking like something out of a freaking, I don't know, World War III movie or something. Even when I look at the videos, I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with you, man? What are you doing? Most people, when they have a midlife crisis, go out and buy a car, or they might go on holiday, might leave their job. I'm running around freaking Speaker's Corner dressed up as Batman. So that's my midlife crisis. So let me have it. But I'm only 43, so I don't know if it counts. What's the age for midlife crisis? I was assuming is that, yeah, it probably is 43, because I'm going to be dead probably around 80, 90. So yeah, I'm going to be. So when it comes to when I was younger, I was very quiet. On top of that, I was very naive, and I used to take things literally. If someone told me, Raj, there's I don't know, an aeroplane crashed outside, most people were like, oh, you're lying. I'm a type of person when I was younger, I'd walk outside and go, where's the aeroplane? I took things very literally. So as people used to kind of like, you know, when they tell a joke, I couldn't sometimes differentiate between a joke. I now think it's to do with the fact that I'm on Asperger's syndrome. I don't know if that's true, but I did take things totally literally, and it caused me a lot of problems as I was growing up, because I find it difficult to differentiate between someone joking and somebody taking the piss or somebody being a friend. That's why I say over my life, I've had a lot of frenemies, because people I thought were friends were actually enemies. And that's why I kind of relate to Shahid, because Shahid doesn't realize some people are taking a piss out of him, but he's on their thing and he doesn't really get it. So one of the things is, so you understand, when I was younger, I'm not the Raj 5.5 you see today. And the reason why I might have had negrophobia as I was growing up from around, I think 16 till around 21, is because of bad experiences. Now, the same way that my views on Pakistan, so we don't get into the race thing, my views on Pakistanis went very negative because of having fights, having my turban knocked off, my relative being groomed, all of this kind of bullshit. The same situation happened in terms of when I was around black people for a while, because growing up, I had black friends and stuff. But when I hit around 16, 17, I went to another college and I had to travel out to a different area. And going there, I was mugged 3 times from the time from 16 until I was 21. And all of the people that mugged me were black. And one of my other friends was mugged as well. So what happened was that I started to get this negative kind of, and not just black, let me just clarify, they weren't just black, they were dressed in a particular way. They were dressed in, you know, like the what is it? Obviously, you know, like more kind of street. So I'm not talking about black, they were dressed in a street hip hop fashion. At that time, remember, I'm 43. It wasn't as common as it is now. Asians are now dressing like that. The whole culture has gone everywhere. But when I was growing up, it was specifically black youth that would dress like that, and now everybody's copying that. So I started getting my own prejudice about black people because I wasn't interacting with them, and when I did, it was negative. I was mugged 3 times over a 5-year period, which is quite a lot if you think about it. And it's only as I started getting older, after when I went to university, and then I started mixing with other people who were black, who were this and that, then those negative stereotypes started to dissipate. So when I said earlier that I had negrophobia, that was my negrophobia, because I had this kind of perception of if someone's black and they're dressed like in kind of street clothes, like hip hop, that they may mug me. Do you understand? That's my own perception, yeah. And that's when you have to fight your own prejudices, because what happens is that you start to think like that, and then you could walk around and you might walk past 50 black people dressed in a particular way, and none of them do nothing to you, but you still have your negative stereotype, and you've got to fight that. That's one of the things you've got to fight in your own mind. And the best way to fight it is obviously, oh my God, Arj is fighting with like 10 people. Why is he fighting with? He's judgy today. I'm gonna have to, let me just see what he's doing. I'm gonna end this stream in a minute anyway, but obviously when I'm hearing stuff like that, I have to hear what's going on. I can't stop the man. I know he's a bit judgy today. He said it. He said that. So like I'm saying, and the same thing when I was in my 20s, 18, when I was growing up with Pakistanis, I had no problem. But then I started having negative experiences with Pakistanis. And what would happen over a period of time, if I meet X amount of Pakistanis and I've had a bad experience with 50% of them, then I start having a negative stereotype of Pakistanis. And that's the same with the black community. And what you have to do is try and fight that negative stereotype by talking openly about your prejudices or your problems. So when I talk openly about it, people don't like it. But if I don't talk about it, I just hide it and go, because I'm going to say something. There is a lot of racism hidden, and there is a lot of anti-whatever group hidden. At least with me, I'm open with it. I'm not going to lie. I've had big problems with the Pakistani community in particular. Myself personally, I've had issues with them, yeah? And so now I'm talking to people from the Pakistani community, and some of them are considered to be really great people, I chat to and stuff like that. And if I'd never said it, maybe I would have just hidden it and people would never have known. Oh, big up Raindrop for $5. Big up Raindrop. This is for more upgraded body camera fun to keep our line well equipped. Yeah, Raj the Saint. Oh, Sunsipa. Going to the orc den of Speaker's Corner. You're right. It feels like that sometimes. But this is the thing, yeah. When I'm going Speaker's Corner, I mean, I don't know. Look, yeah, what it is, yeah, when you wear your turban, yeah, and I'm going to go onto a bit of religion, yeah, just so that people understand that I have to admit, when I tie my turban on in the morning, and I don't want to go into religion, it gives me that extra, like, my chest goes out, and, I'm much more equipped to deal with things. When I'm like this, I don't think I could do it. Take the abuse. It's something about putting we call it a dastard, and when you tie it and then you walk out, it just gives you the extra strength. And I hope that's what the Gurus, that we believe in the Gurus, I hope that's kind of what they wanted us to feel like. When we're putting it on, it's like a uniform. And so when I walk, and obviously I got mad, and so I've now got this. This is my uniform. Look at the state of it. So basically, I've got my gloves in there. Yeah. So obviously, and now when I put my turban on, that's one very important part of the uniform. But when I'm doing stuff like this, imagine me. I might record it here properly, but I'm doing this here. Trust me, mentally, it makes you very, very, what I call kind of like, you feel like you got armor on mentally. When I'm putting this stuff on, I feel like I've got an armor on. I think that's why superheroes might be one of the reasons why they don't dress. You know, like Superman doesn't dress in like jeans and like, you know, I don't know, like a shirt when he's fighting crime and all that kind of bullshit. You know, it just gives you that extra bit of oomph. So I'm gonna be off in a minute. Let me just double check something. Big up to Raindrop. Big up to Raindrop. Let me say something. I've already got the camera. To all my haters, yeah. When I'm going out and you don't see a camera like that, I have a camera on me. It's hidden. Yeah. So all of you little pussy holes that are gonna say, well, we know where you live, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we catch you on the road. Do your thing. Do it. But what's gonna happen to you, you little pricks? You're gonna be freaking well caught by my camera, and you're not gonna be able to find it because I've hidden it. And on top of that, you're gonna be freaking well in a jail, getting sodomized by, I don't know, God knows who, some freaking Anjem Chowdhury lookalike, to giving you a freaking ride of your life, you little pricks. So yeah, do your thing. All these threats. Yeah, we know where you live. Yeah, I'm ready for it, man. I've been beaten up before. I'll get beaten up again. When it happens, I want, like, you know, a statue built of me at Speaker's Corner, depending on the severity of my sacrifice. If I'm dead, this is the thing. If I'm dead, I want a statue the size of freaking what's that freaking statue called? The one in America, that Statue of Liberty, in the middle of Speaker's Corner. I think I deserve it. So let me just read a couple of comments because I need to go now. There was another video where I'm talking about the police. Big up to the police if you're listening. Cops are the ops sometimes, not gonna lie, you do behave very, very weird. But yeah, big up to Raindrop. Raindrop is at the moment, he could be a general soon. I don't know, but he's definitely let's say like a I need to do the hierarchy, but Raindrop is definitely high up. I might make him into a general at some point, but he still needs to do a little bit more warring. I need to see how much more wars he gets into and what he does. Let me just say something. I'm not having no more first class generals, because what I realized, when you give someone the first class general, kind of what I call their title, it gets to their head and they become like a freaking maniac. So I have to keep everyone in check. You're only generals. I'm the commander-in-chief. So no more of that. That one's a first-class general. You're just all generals, or you're the first class, or you're the commander-in-chief, and I'm the commander-in-chief. Let me just read a couple of comments, and then I'm off. So can't go to the text. So do you ever think of meditating? Yeah, I do. The thing is, when I'm drawing, I think people need to understand, I am in kind of like a meditative state. I have actually done prayers as I'm drawing, because I'm like, all right, let me draw, and then I'm doing stuff. I do meditate in different ways. Wanksy Style says, have you ever played a rusty trombone? I will play you, you little prick. Trust me. Next time you're on a panel, I'm going to jump on and I'll play you like a freaking trombone, you frat prick. So, Hakita Day, Angela Miller, I am a early Genesis. Oh, I used to love Phil Collins and stuff. Early Genesis tune into my mind. Raj, there's an aeroplane behind you. Oh, there's Bin Laden in it. Shiba Boom. For identity civilized, yeah, bro, because when you keep it, all right. So I can't be bothered to read all of them. Sorry, I've tried. I'll go through it later. I've got to go. No, you're not a foot soldier, Raindrop. You're like a lieutenant colonel or something like that. You will be promoted as you go through the ranks, but you're definitely not a foot soldier. You're like a, I need to figure out the hierarchy. You got generals, and then you got people below that. So Raindrop is going up because he does go on the panels, and he has supported me wholeheartedly from the beginning. But he has criticized as well sometimes. Don't get me wrong. Jatinder Dillon. Manny's good for general, but watch out because Posh to be trusted too much. Poor Manny. Did you hear that? He was don't trust the Posh twat. Let me say something to A Never. I'm sorry, I'll never go on Raspek's live stream. I can't be bothered. I'm not giving them the freaking thingy. I'm not going on that bullshit thingy. I'm only going to go on Manny's and mine. I might try doing group chats in the future if I can, but I can't at the moment because my computer's playing up. All right, I'm going now. I can't bother to stay around. I know what I'm doing. Big up to everyone for being here. I did want to. Actually, I tried calling him. Actually. Actually, oh no. Oh, HD Media saying he don't normally agree with me, but what I said about Jedi and respect, spot on. You've got to agree with me sometimes. I'm not always wrong.
You can't control me. We're not under Sharia yet. You mad?
Oh, academic screeching! Where have you gone? Where is he? Academic screeching is gone. I can't believe it. He better freaking come back. He made some great videos. Where is he? Get academic screeching back on the freaking thing. When I heard he's gone, I started crying. I was like, I was like in tears. Like, who's gonna do all that expose apart from obviously online wiping them? I mean, yes, Sam M, I agree. But like I said, I'm gonna go on a sour note, which is that most people are gutter dwelling pricks. You can only trust maybe 1% of the people you meet, and that's normally your family members. And everybody else at some point can or will let you down. It's as simple as that. You live by that, you don't get surprised. So anyway, yeah, big up the gutter dwelling pricks, man. Even I'm a gutter dwelling prick. I tell people not to trust me. Like, even I have my own allegiances and stuff like that. And I could probably do something wrong and not mean it. I don't. Yeah, Ian Spiker, he's got it exactly. I don't trust you either, Raj. Yes, anyone that says they trust me, if you come up to me and say, Raj, I trust you, I'd look at you like you're the stupidest person in the world. I'd lose all respect for you. I'd be like, what an idiot. Then what I would do, I'll take you to the ATM machine and make you take out like whatever your savings are, and then tell me you trust me. I wouldn't really. I'm not a thief, but I'm just trying to show you that. Oh, is it? All right. So I'm going to be going now. All right. I can hear. Oh no! I better go. I better go. All right. Anyway.